Welcome into Hawk Talk alongside Jack Keffer. I'm Gabe Sustick. Hyannis gets an 8-5 win against the Bourne Braves and now move into a tie for third place, Jack. But it wasn't all easy for them as once again Bourne clawed their way back just as Chatham did. And Hyannis, while they had to fight back, they did very well in the bats once again for the second straight game.
Yeah, the bullpen was a little bit shaky for Hyannis, but you know what? Chris Hudgens, he came through. That was a huge hit, a 2-run shot in that 8th inning to really put that lead ahead. And they led by 4 runs instead of 2. And that's just a complete momentum changer when you have Chris Hudgens hit that shot. It just sucks the life out of Bourne. But credit to Bourne. I mean, they came back. They hit the ball really well. And we also saw Justin Yurchek in the 9th inning hit a solo shot. So they were never done. They were never out of it from the start. But Hyannis, they held on to get another win, even though their opponent did come back in the later innings.
Meanwhile, Justin Lewis got his first start here on Cape Jack. He went 4 in the third one. He had 4 hits, no earned runs, and 5 strikeouts. A great job from the Kentucky Wildcat.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I saw from Justin Lewis is he was in a rhythm. In a lot of his relief appearances, he wasn't comfortable with where he was, and his off-speed wasn't working as well. But tonight, the changeup was great. It was a great out pitch for him, especially with how his fastball was moving in on righties and out and away from lefties. So it all came together for him, really. He didn't have to rely as much on the curveball, which is what he does in his relief appearance. He went with the changeup a lot down low. Lewis, he looked great in his first start. We'll see if he can carry it over to his second.
And with his first start, he earns Hawk Talk Player of the Game, and he caught up with Nicole Hansen.
Well, I'm here with our Hawk Talk Player of the Game, Justin Lewis. And your first start here with the Harbor Hawks, what's the mentality shift between the reliever to the starter's position?
You get out there, you're not throwing 2 innings. You got to try to go as long as you can and kind of manage how hard you're going to throw throughout that whole time. So just trying to get out, take it inning at a time, and that's the mentality I had today.
What kind of advice or tips from Coach Corn did you get going into this position before, or with the switch in positions?
Just more work on my off-speed secondary. You can't just have 2 pitches. You got to have 2 or 3 to help get all the hitters out when you're going through the whole lineup, because you see more than once. So facing hitters 2 or 3 times, you got to have different pitches to show them.
4 1/3 innings pitched, shutout innings. What pitches were working for you today that were helping you out the plate?
My changeup. My changeup was really working. Use that as my punch out, and every once in a while my slider. But my changeup, I would say, was very successful for me today.
We know your love here of the NBA, and your cousin Chuck Hayes, having been an NBA player yourself, what are the chances that you kind of switch over to the NBA instead of MLB and make it there instead of in the MLB?
I really think that if I were to be put in the NBA in this situation right now, I'd be a top 15, top 20 player, and hopefully, if baseball doesn't work out, I can use my 6'6" frame to maybe help the Atlanta Hawks out, or maybe the Boston Celtics.
All right, you heard it here first. Potential NBA star instead of MLB star. Thanks so much. Back to you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nicole. Now, Jack, Hyannis goes on the off day tomorrow, but they head to Red Wilson Field to play the 3rd game against the YD Red Sox. They split the first 2 games on July 3rd and 4th. Alex House will have his actually second start on the mound for Hyannis, and he will look to continue on as kind of the rotation is differing between Hyannis, and they'll try to get another win against YD to go for their 3rd straight win.
Yeah, the big question mark is going to be against Brewster on Thursday. Who's going to start that game? I mean, that's still up in the air. Korn and Gassman, they'll have to make a judgment decision, calling somebody out of the bullpen, I assume. But, a much-needed off day for this Hyannis team. You see a lot of guys who are just kind of have nagging injuries. They're tired. They've been playing a lot of baseball up here. It's been a constant grind, really, and so they get a good day off. That's what they need. They need some rest, and they'll come against YD on Wednesday and hopefully put a good outing headed into the All-Star break, try to climb up the standings.
I would stay tuned for this one because Jack Keffer will get his shot at the Donutburg. Any preliminary thoughts?
Well, they sold out in the first 3 innings of last game. Thank God I'm on color commentary for those first 3. I was play-by-play when we were at YD the first time. I have no idea what to expect. I mean, a donut, a jelly donut, and a burger does not sound good at all together, but the only thing that I've heard from people is that is the most incredible thing that they've ever had, so I'm very excited.
There is a Boston cream pie one, too.
Yeah, well, you know what I think is going to happen is Will is going to get one, our extraordinaire.
If we have both of you on, that's just going to be too much.
I'm excited to see what Will comes up with in describing this over the radio, over the air. So we'll see. I am personally incredibly excited for it.
Well, we'll have to wait after the off day. Hyannis will try to go for their 3rd straight win and move up the standings towards the All-Star game. We hope you join us then. For Jack Keffer, I'm Gabe Sustick. Good night.